Next, let us discuss how solar energy is transferred to the Earth and how it eventually becomes available to living organisms. When solar radiation reaches the Earth's atmosphere, it is distributed in several different ways. Not all of the incoming energy reaches the Earth's surface, as some of it is reflected or absorbed before it gets there. A significant portion of the sun's energy is reflected back into space. This reflection occurs from clouds, atmospheric particles, and highly reflective surfaces on Earth such as ice, snow, and deserts. These surfaces have a high albedo, meaning they reflect a large amount of incoming sunlight rather than absorbing it. Another portion of solar energy is absorbed within the atmosphere itself. Gases such as water vapor and ozone, along with dust particles and clouds, absorb some of the incoming radiation. This absorbed energy helps warm the atmosphere and plays an important role in maintaining Earth's climate. The remaining solar energy reaches the Earth's surface, where it is absorbed by land and oceans. This absorbed energy powers many natural processes. It drives weather patterns, influences ocean currents, and provides the energy required for biological processes such as photosynthesis. Through photosynthesis, plants capture this energy and convert it into chemical energy stored in food molecules. To maintain a stable global temperature, the Earth continuously releases energy back into space in the form of infrared radiation. Some of this outgoing heat is temporarily trapped by greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, helping to keep the planet warm enough to support life. This natural process helps regulate Earth's temperature and creates suitable conditions for living organisms. Energy moves through living systems in a one-way flow. It enters ecosystems as light energy from the sun, is converted into chemical energy by plants during photosynthesis, and then passes through food chains as organisms feed on one another. Eventually, much of this energy is released into the environment as heat. Unlike matter, which can be recycled through natural cycles, energy is not recycled and must be constantly supplied by the sun. As we can see in the diagram, the process begins when solar radiation enters the Earth's atmosphere. Once it reaches the atmosphere, the incoming solar energy follows several different pathways. A portion of the sunlight is reflected back into space through scattered reflection by particles in the atmosphere. Some of the energy is also reflected by clouds, while another portion is reflected from the Earth's surface, especially from highly reflective areas such as ice, snow, and deserts. At the same time, part of the incoming solar energy is absorbed by air molecules and dust particles present in the atmosphere. Clouds also absorb some of this energy, helping to warm the atmosphere and influence weather patterns. The remaining solar energy reaches the Earth's surface, where it is absorbed by land and oceans. This absorbed energy drives many important natural processes and provides the energy required for photosynthesis in plants. Through photosynthesis, plants convert light energy from the sun into chemical energy stored in food molecules such as glucose. This chemical energy then becomes available to other organisms through food chains, allowing energy to flow through ecosystems. Therefore, the diagram demonstrates how solar energy enters the Earth system, is distributed through reflection and absorption, and is ultimately transformed into chemical energy that supports life.